After long waiting and speculation, we finally got our Mario 3D All-Stars and our Super Mario 3D World, not Deluxe though. Instead, it's called Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which is what we're here to talk about today and talk about exactly what is this extra game mode. Is it going to be something extremely huge? Is it going to be another whole story? What is this about? Well, we're trying to give you the most answers we can here because all we got is really about 10 to 15 second clip it of what was going on in this scene. It's very dark and ominous game mode too, which is wildly different from what the original game is. It's bright, it's happy, it's funny, it's cute, you know, and this is just taking a completely different direction. And there's a lot to talk about here, even though there's not a lot on the screen. So let's dive in and try to speculate what's going on with this extra Bowser's Fury game mode. So at first glance, I thought immediately this was going to be some type of playable Bowser mode, and I thought he was going to play as maybe like Meowser or something and go around, and that could still very well be the case, but other things along the level show that it might be otherwise. So let's talk about exactly what we have here. So right off the bat, we seem to be on some type of island with water surrounding and a thunderstorm. And it looks like this is actually the start of a level. And what's very interesting is it doesn't really continue to go in a specific path. It's almost like it's an open Mario sandbox world, you know, that you traverse. There's different areas that Mario can go to, there's different regions, and there's different start points. As you can see, this cat Mario head thing is probably the start point, and there's lots of them all over the map. As you can see, one in the top left. But it looks like this is where Mario will start his specific section along this giant island, and you can pretty much looks like it goes anywhere you want it to go. So let's take a look at the first portion. It looks like you start at the, cat Mario head and you go along the path. There's really no enemies or anything, so it looks like you're always going to have cat Mario, and you have to go through an obstacle course to eventually reach this giant tower. And it looks like there's another tower on that other cat Mario head that I pointed out in the top left, which means maybe there's different little short levels amongst this giant open world island, and you have to go to each of the castles or each of the towers in order to trigger something in the middle of the island, which we're about to get to. Now as the camera pans in, we can see some of the obstacles as they're flipping and turning gates, and you can also see another tower right underneath the bridge here, which pretty much indicates what I was saying. There's probably multiple towers that you have to activate as Cat Mario in order to get this center console to open up. Now before we get talking about that center statue temple thing, let's talk about there's another start on the left which leads to that tower that we've seen in the very beginning to the right. And these obstacle courses don't look too difficult. They look pretty basic, and they're just maybe like little trials, kind of like Zelda, to get Mario to trigger these towers. And this could be like the start of the game. I really don't know what else is gonna, kind of come of this. What is Bowser doing exactly? Maybe you go into this temple in the middle, and it's gonna be like a secret ancient tomb where Bowser's taking over something. I don't know. But then we finally get the look of the statue in the middle. It's some type of cat head, kind of based around Mario's, cat suit. But it doesn't seem to be Mario. It may be like who created these cat suits in the first place, kind of like the temple and shrine to the cat people or something. And maybe that's what this is all about, is kind of looking where the lore of the cat suit and the cat bell comes from. And like I said, you probably will, activate those towers, and it might just destroy the head of this statue and open up a tomb that you go into and continue whatever this extra game mode is. Now, I don't know what role Bowser has, but this kind of seems like the main idea of this mode, and this might be the very beginning where you're starting off and eventually adventuring down into this tomb. Now there's definitely some takeaways here, because this is a very interesting scene for a Mario 3D World level. This is just a giant open world playground, it looks like, where you can run around and go to these different areas and activate these different towers at your own will. And this is very different for a game like Super Mario 3D World. I don't know if they just wanted to give us more of an actual 3D experience again, since we haven't had Mario Odyssey in a very long time. So maybe this is just kind of what they've been working on for so long and why it's been pushed back to February of next year. So this is very exciting. Like I said, have no clue what Bowser's plan is here and what he's doing. But this could be maybe a darker version of Super Mario 3D World that we haven't had yet. There's lots of secrets all over this island and things to do, but there doesn't seem to be enemies, which still makes me believe this is kind of the start of the game mode. But of course, like always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are we only going to be playing as Mario here? Are we going to be playing as Bowser eventually? Just what is going on here in Bowser's Fury? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe, get us to 100,000, we're super close, and celebrate the Mario 35th anniversary with us by subbing and liking the video, and stay tuned for a whole bunch of more Mario videos now that it's actually announced. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and like always, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.